Hello, this is Addictedtostarwars23's response to this week of daily SW collecting. This time I actually know the week. This week is week 11. Before usually I always forget the week, but this time I actually have the questions up. So this time, most of the time we've just had a lot simpler questions. This time, I just kind of I kind of forgot the questions. They're not like they just don't come as naturally to me as most of the questions. So now I just got them up so I can just read them. Either way, I won't mess anything up. Because, I probably would if I didn't have them up so I could read them. But anyway, so let's start with the questions. The first one is, what do you think of the man? Otherwise, George Lucas, because that's what we're talking about this week. I think I already mentioned that. Might have. But anyway, though, but I don't have a problem with George Lucas, unlike most people do. Um, personally, I don't get why people, you know, um, like, people just, I think they criticize him way too much. It's just, everybody I think now is thinking like, it's George Lucas's story. Star Wars is his. He made it. In my opinion, it's his story. He can do whatever the heck he wants with it. If like, how would you guys like it? If you put like tons of effort into making like a perfect story, and then suddenly all these people start coming around and saying like, like, oh, you shouldn't have added this and stuff, and oh, you should change this so it goes my way. It's his story. He made it, and everybody seems to think, their input matters. Personally, I know my input doesn't matter because I think George Lucas's input matters. It's his story. I think he should do whatever the heck he wants with it. If he thinks it's good, in my opinion, it probably is good. I don't get why most people hate it so much. Actually, I like most of the changes he made in the movies. I know most people hate them and will probably like, go crazy on me for saying that, but personally, that's what I think. But anyway, what do you think of his announced retirement? Personally, it doesn't really surprise me that much. I knew, I kind of thought, he's getting older. He's not really like crazy old, I don't think. But I mean, like, he probably could. I mean, by that, I mean he probably could make more movies if he really wanted to. But I kind of understand. I think if I was George Lucas, and so I don't think I would be able to take all the criticism. It just, he gets a lot of it. Nobody seems to understand that. It just, it's a lot on a person. Nobody seems to think, you have like the person they're insulting has feelings. It just, maybe he just is getting tired of it. It just, it must be getting tiring if, like, if you make all these movies and everybody does is just insult them. It kind of makes sense to me. And what do you think of his critics? As I've already said before, I don't get why people criticize him so much. It just, they're his movies. It's just, if he wants to change them, he can change them. It's his story. That's like saying, for instance, somebody like reads a story to you or something, like that's theirs. You say like you can't add that because I don't like it. It's their story. They can do whatever the heck they want with it. If like it's the author's choice what happens in a story, not the readers or well in this case the viewers or like whatever the heck the story format is in. Because of course you can read Star Wars through books and stuff. But anyway, let's get on with the questions. What are your favorite changes he's made to the original movies? Um, I know I'm really gonna get hated for this a lot, but actually my favorite change he made is adding Jabba the Hutt in A New Hope. I know everybody hates those scenes and stuff. Personally, I actually like them for some reason. I really think it helps add to the story a lot. Personally, like when I watched all the Star Wars movies as a little kid, I was really confused when Jabba the Hutt came in at the end. Because I didn't really notice most of the time when they mentioned Jabba. It like makes a lot more sense to actually show him in the first movie, just to kind of connect the films. Like to show they're connected. Otherwise, it's not very obvious that the films are all connected. To me, it makes a lot more sense. If a character is supposed to be there, have him in there. I didn't like it originally in 1997, the first one they added. I think it looked much better with um the one they added in the Phantom Menace. But personally, I still think it looks fake. I kind of wish they'd go back again and fix it more, but I doubt they will. Make it look more realistic because they have better effects now. But I doubt they ever will. But anyway, though, it just I think it really helps to connect the films a bit better. Makes it, like I said, otherwise it always confused me. Till now, I could pay attention to the movies more. But personally, I think when you're a little kid, it's not as noticeable. I was kind of one, like in Return of the Jedi, when Eminem Jaw was there, I was like, where the heck is he from? You don't get like something like to me it was just like something everybody was saying. He had owed Jabba all this money and stuff, and I didn't get, I hadn't noticed and mentioned that before. It's just, like if you don't pay too much attention, you don't notice it. I know most people probably pay enough attention, but it just, I just think it really helps, personally. And let's see, on to the next question. What are your least favorite changes? Huh. I'm not really sure what my least favorite is. It might take me a second to think. Um, I don't most of the time I don't really like the change, like dislike changes. The main change I can really think of that for some reason I don't know why I dislike it so much, but this is actually a Blu-ray change I'm thinking of. It's only on the, I think it's only on the Blu-ray, Star Wars on Blu-ray that came out pretty recently. I'm not sure if it was like on the 2004 DVD releases. It might have been, but for some reason, after Darth Vader delivers his whole like "I am your father" speech thing and stuff, which of course you guys know about, so I'm not really giving any spoilers. But anyway, after he gives that, Luke jumps off the platform thing he was standing on, and he falls, and he's like in the movie he yells, because I guess most people would yell when they're falling, such like from such a height. It just it's kind of creepy. Most people aren't used to falling from such heights, and not being scared. It's just, natural. But anyway, for some reason, I noticed though in Star Wars on Blu-ray, they got rid of his yell for some reason. Personally, that really bothered me. It just, I don't know, just took away from the realistic feel to me. It just made it feel really weird to me. Just when he didn't yell, to me it makes sense. He'd be scared. I couldn't fall that far without being scared at all. I would be somewhat creeped out and stuff. Well, I don't even know if I'd have the guts to jump in the first place. Anyway, like I said, that's one change I didn't really like, but at least it's not. It wasn't a change that took up a lot of time or anything, so still not that big of a deal. But let's see. Do you think he goes too far when he edits the originals? Personally, like I said, no, I don't think he does. I think, like I said, I think they're his movies. He can do what he wants with them, and also it just I think the stuff he's done is actually pretty good. Like he's done stuff to link. I mean, like, for instance, like in 1997, like I said, he added Jabba the Hutt in there. To kind of link the first and third movies a lot more. And let's see, like also in Mos Eisley and stuff, like he expanded the whole like screenshot of it and stuff like that. He did like the same thing with Cloud City and that kind of stuff. Personally, I think it adds to it. Makes it look, show more of where they are. Kind of so it kind of adds a lot to it to me. And like I said, so I don't really think he goes too far. Like I said, plus also I think it's just they're his movies. He can do what he wants, in my opinion, at least. I know most people disagree with me, but anyway, though, that's pretty much all to talk about George Lucas. I just really wanted to mention really quickly though. I know this isn't really the topic, but I know Josh in your video you mentioned though that you really didn't like Attack of the Clones. I was gonna say though, like just also kind of as a general message to everybody. So I don't get why everybody dislikes the Attack of the Clones a lot because of the like love scenes like between Anakin and Padme. Apparently most people really don't like that. But if you really think about it, well, let's see, like the everybody's favorite prequel movie, pretty much at least, is Revenge of the Sith. It's pretty much agreed on that most people think it's the best. Not everybody, but most people think that. That's pretty much a fact. But it's not an exact fact, but it's pretty much fact. But anyway, though, like if you really think about it, would Revenge of the Sith really have been dramatic? Like when Anakin's choking Padme and stuff, would it really be as dramatic if you hadn't seen their relationship before? And like how they fall in love and everything like that. Personally, I don't think so. I think it would have gotten rid of a lot of it. You wouldn't really know their relationship and stuff as well. I think it added to it a lot because it led up a lot. to me, it was kind of like a lot of suspense of anything. Like you can always tell in movies when everybody's so happy and stuff. In movies like this, like Star Wars at least, like movies that are more serious. Whenever something really good happens, it's never gonna last. You guys should know that. But I'm saying that, like, it's kind of let up like suspense. But like I said, I just think it helped add to the feeling of Revenge of the Sith a lot. It was a lot sadder, when Anakin turns to the dark side and stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to add that really quickly, just because I wanted to say that. But anyway, so like I probably rambled on for long enough. So let's get on to the character discussion. Okay, guys, now so to do the character discussion really quick. Yeah, basically for R2D2, I really like the character. Once again, like C3PO, I just find him really funny and stuff. And that's really it. This is once again, he's not really a complex character, really not that much to talk about. I just really like that, he has a lot of character. I mean, like, well, so I'm kind of contradicting myself. I mean, like, there's really not too much like complexity to the character, but he shows like a lot of like emotions and stuff. Like even though he doesn't speak, which I think is cool. But anyway, though, well, he doesn't. Well, he speaks in beeps and stuff, but not. I mean, he doesn't speak like in English or anything like that. But so, like I said, overall, I really like the character, and well, that's pretty much it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video so far. Well, since that's really it. So, well, I guess you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my entire video then. So anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, may the force be with you. Bye.